Hello, students, welcome back. I hope you all have gone through the first part of this chapter. Let's start the second part. We'll again revise what is chemical change from where we have ended the last part. A change in which one or more new substances are formed, it is called a chemical change, such as if we burn a paper, ash is formed. So, that is a thing which is formed new. This is chemical change. Now, we'll go for the next slide. The following points may accompany a chemical chain. These will show what are the properties basically of chemical chain. Heat, light or any other radiation, ultraviolet for example, may be given off or absorbed. In a chemical change, what happens? The first point says that heat, light and other radiations can be extracted as well as it can be absorbed. Many a times it happens that sound is produced. So the second point of this is sound may be produced. The next is a change in smell may take place or a new smell may be given off. Like in the last example given in the previous part, adding baking soda to vinegar, it will give some new smell as well as spoiled food. It will give a different odor. So this is also basically a part of chemical change. Next is a color may take place. Color change may take place. So that is with the copper sulfate solution. Starting we have taken blue color and later on after the reaction it changes to green color. Also a gas may be formed. That hissing sound is produced. That is the formation of gas. So basically these are the properties of chemical change. When chemical reaction is going on, when some substances are undergoing chemical reactions, all these properties can be observed. Foul smell, change of color, something new is produced, sound is produced, energy is absorbed or energy is taken off. All these properties are of chemical change. Next we'll go for rusting. Rusting. If we leave a piece of iron in the open for some time, it acquires a film of brownish substances. It happens many a times with our household items made of iron. This brownish substance is called rust, and this whole process is called rusting. And what are the requirements for rusting? The presence of both oxygen and water or water vapor is essential. We used to see that trunks that army people used to have with themselves always. What happens if some water is poured over there and they are kept for some time, 15 days, 10 days or a year or months, for some months? What happens after that when we take it off from that particular place? A brownish substance is formed over it or near that place. So what is that? That is rust. And this whole process, because of the presence of water as well as oxygen at that particular place, rusting is there. Rusting happens. So this is rusting, the formation of brownish structure. Next is galvanization. What is galvanization? Deposit a layer of a metal like chromium or zinc on iron. This process of depositing a layer of zinc on iron is called galvanization. See, right now what we have seen, rusting or the formation of brownish substance, that is rust. Now to avoid that process, to avoid rusting, to avoid the formation of that rust, what we used to do, we used to have a process known as galvanization. Was what we used to do, we used to place or deposit a layer of what? Metal, zinc or chromium on what? On iron materials. So depositing a particular layer, just like we used to paint our walls, the same, we can paint it, the layer of chromium or zinc on iron materials. So what will happen? It will be prevented from rusting. So the process of depositing that layer of zinc on iron materials or on iron, this is known as galvanization. Now crystallization. Large crystals of pure substances can be formed from their solutions. Yes, large crystals of pure substances can be formed from their solutions. There are different processes for forming crystals. This process is called crystallization, and it is an example of physical change as well. So what is actually done? From large crystals of pure substances or from the solutions of pure substances, we are preparing crystals. ठीक, okay. Large crystals we are preparing from that solution. So this process is known as crystallization. It is a physical change. It means it can be reversed as well. So this is the last topic, last concept of this chapter, chemical and physical changes. I hope you all have understood what is physical change, what is chemical change, what is galvanization, what is crystallization, what is rusting. Please go through the chapter once again and again, at least 2-3 times, so that you will be able to understand, and go through this video as well. Thank you so much. Be safe and be healthy.